got some sleep last night.
That's pretty much how it's done. I'm pretty happy I built this nest. You're fun size! So thank you so much, I really appreciate it. The image of Dorian's still pretty evident, unfortunately. We're trying to avoid these kind of adventures today.
Now we pay homage to the hogfish.
Wait, what?
Picked these pecans myself and
This is the Surfer Brew.
I'm Adventure Man Dan, a regular guy who's living life to the fullest. What I do, many think is crazy, but life is either a daring adventure or it's nothing at all. For years, I've taken every opportunity to explore around the globe. But now aboard my sailboat Adventureborn, I'm the master of my fate. So join me as I travel by the wind, play in the waves, harvest food from the depths, and teach those who sail with me aboard Adventureborn. We are just waking up. I actually got some sleep last night.
Yay! Finally, he's not gonna be good.
Oh, hey, oh. I've been pretty good for no sleep. It's just me. The wind did what it was supposed to do, which was very nice. Getting a little more faith in the weather predictions again. Clock straight to the north, which, considering how close we are to this island and how fabulously protected we are, meant the boat barely moved at all last night. I just slept like a champ. Very happy about that. Sun is just starting to come up. It's gonna be a beautiful day. We need to get to Green Turtle Cay by like noon, I would say. That gives us enough time to row into shore, find the clinic, get there and get the rapid test done. So, we'll see how we do. You.
We're about to leave. Only on it. Put some gas there.
Diesel. That's it. It's a little siphoning tube, and you shake it. It has a little glass bead that cuts the fuel or the liquid from going back down. This is a pretty good system. A little janky, but it works. Forward for 2 seconds.
Anchoring is a huge part of cruising. Get it wrong, and you won't have a boat anymore. My boat doesn't have an electric windlass. Instead, I can either pull the chain up by hand or use a ratcheting windlass at the front. Usually I do a bit of both. Along with good communication with Maru at the helm, this is actually a pretty easy process.
A little funky this morning, but that's pretty much how it's done.
Next, we got out of the bay and headed off to Green Turtle Cay, Maru holding down the helm.
There we go. It's a good puff.
The wind was very favorable. Filling the sails and with protection from some of the islands to windward, we had a great ride and hull speed. This is smooth sailing. With the boat heeled over and the wind in our faces, I love days like this. We just make sure to cover our faces so we don't get any more sunburn.
Alright, what kind of speed are we doing, Maru?
5.3 knots. 5.6 knots.
Yeah, that'll go up and down and left and right, but yeah, important thing is we're doing more than 5 knots to get us to Green Turtle Cay on time, so we can hopefully get our COVID test done today. The important one.
Oh my god.
Pretty happy I built this nest. Normally the 2 benches here and making it all one big plush space. Be comfortable when you're heeling over. Sailing along pretty good, doing an average of 6 knots. Pretty good sized gusts coming here and there.
I wish all sails were like this. Maru and I both jamming out to some music, sailboat heeling hard, and making great time to our next destination.
You comfy, Maru? Trying to steer us straight here. Oh my gosh! Look at you! You're fun size! Alright, we are sailing along here. Getting 9 knots in between some of these waves. Yeah! That feels good. Love this.
Surfing on a board is fun, but it's even more fun to surf a sailboat.
Where's a wave? Give me a wave, give me a wave. That's kind of a wave.
Sailing into the bay, the plan was to anchor using only the sails, no motor.
We got everything together. We hope.
Always there when we come back.
Let's hope a squall doesn't pick up right now.
Okay. And again, please.
So we're gonna go get that COVID test done, hopefully.
This wonderful couple was kind enough to come over and give us a tow. After reviewing my footage, I later realized it's the YouTuber Sailing Miss Lone Star. Thanks, girl.
I'd love a tow! Thank you so much!
Oh, I've been there. Thank
It rose
you.
better than my last one.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
We quick got to chatting about the freak storm that went through this area just a couple days ago.
Yeah, we tried to get it in here before that squall was in.
Where were you guys during that storm?
I was on a paddleboat. I know.
Yeah. Glad you're okay.
Once on shore, we hustled to make sure we could find the clinic, which was no problem.
So Maru and me just finished our 5-day COVID test here on Green Turtle Cay. Super easy, super quick. Yeah, now we're just kind of checking out a park, gonna see the town a little, see what's going on around here. Yeah, some parts of the Bahamas here have been hit incredibly hard. Talking with the nurse practitioner, she said that not one person died here at Green Turtle Cay, but things were definitely difficult. Some of the damage of Dorian still pretty evident, unfortunately. Yeah. That is some serious damage. I see construction kind of going everywhere. House over there is getting rebuilt. The house obviously just put like a new thing on the side. Yeah, it's cool. They're coming back to life and people are returning. Green Turtle Cay thanks the world. Hello, hoi, bonjour, hola.
We walked all over the town to see what we could see. It's a gorgeous area, and if you're in the area, well worth the stop. Or spend a whole vacation here.
He's starting to bury himself. He's taking us to the ice cream.
Yeah, the ice cream.
Maru, you back there?
This man was kind enough to help us in our hunt for ice cream.
We're trying to avoid these kind of adventures today. I kept telling Maru, no crazy adventures today.
Oh, come on now. That puts spice in life, right?
Believe me, we have a very spicy life lately.
All right, good for you, good for you.
Later, back on the boat,
This is why I like the sailing life. Not for the spearfishing, not for the exotic women, but for the cruising friends you meet along the way. Ina?
Ina and
Kusuru.
Kusuru. Kusuru on board the beautiful
Papillon.
Papillon.
Papillon? The papillon.
Uh-huh.
South Pacific adventure. I joined up with Infinity, which is a cruising catch.
we sat and chatted with them for what seemed like hours. They had loads of great stories from their travels and sailing adventures together. Meeting sailors like these two are why I love cruising. It was a refreshing change after our isolation the past several days.
Happy she made a friend today. Tell us about your friend.
She's actually she was born in Australia and she crossed the Pacific with her family.
So that was so cool. We thought they were friends that gave us a ride earlier, but they weren't. And they came over, and in classic cruiser fashion, we've now been invited to their land house. Their boat is our closest neighbor, which is super cool. But they've invited us back to their house to have dinner and to have a beautiful, wonderful Wi-Fi.
And then shower.
And I'm not worried about a shower, but yeah, I can go for that. I'm sure.
A long hot shower.
For the woman, yeah. And I'm gonna do a little row majig. Maybe you should row up. Yeah, how about this? You row upwind, I'll row back downwind.
No,
Yeah?
I'm not gonna make it.
It's your turn to row for sure. For sure.
I'm not able to row.
I'm too weak, Daniel. But as soon as it's like, hey, do you want to go snorkeling or something? Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I got energy for that. You want to go dancing? Oh, definitely. I can dance all night. Row? No, I can't row. But I can do this dance. It's gonna be your dance on the dance floor. It's the row.
No.
It'll be my move then. It'll be my move.
Maybe.
Thanks to
You're the
somebody.
professional rower. That's how you came back to the boat during that storm.
That
Very
is-
impressive.
that-
Again, that was like f***ing crazy shit.
Normally I say you're just using that because you don't want to row, but you have consistently told me that that was a cool thing. Anyway, let's do a whole episode on that. Actually, if they're watching this, then they would have already seen the episode on this. So you should have already seen the episode.
Watch that one.
Watch that episode if you haven't.
Crazy.
You're a fool if you have not seen that episode. Your mother doesn't love you if you. Okay, I should stop.
Cállate ya.
Too much.
Cállate ya.
Too much. Okay,
Cállate ya.
I think that means stop. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I paddled us back to their place.
I gotta do one for the camera here. So, here's Rhonda, who I interviewed and accepted as a crew member, but she got out before me. She got sailing ahead of me. She was like, "You're too slow, Adventure Man Dan. More like staying in the marina, Man Dan." She's texting me, "Where are you? We're having fun."
When are you gonna get here?
And then fortuitously meeting my friends.
You missed something before you know.
It was crazy meeting her here, but the sailing community has a way of doing that to people. Then we started talking about our times in that bad storm recently.
Boats off the moors. They came sliding towards Christine. It looked like we were all just gonna take the whole dock and just keep going towards the shore.
Welcome to this segment of Ina in the kitchen. And Maru, get in there, Maru.
I'm gonna make tortillas for the first time in my life. Let's see how that
They
goes.
say
Without the machine, just like this.
This is the hogfish that I paddleboarded through a mini hurricane.
Now we pay homage to the hogfish and the hurricane. The gale force winds. What you went through.
I like
pay
that.
homage.
I've got a full shower with real hot water and everything.
About earlier, the young
As
man-
if she couldn't get any more wonderful.
He wanted-
As if it wasn't
very
possible.
Thinking in the person, you know.
Check it out.
Like
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
It's called a frying pan cookie. Giant.
It is about 8:45 this morning. And I just woke up. Mara, why did I just wake at the late hour of 8:45?
Why?
Yes, why?
I don't know. Maybe you're finally relaxed.
Ah, finally relaxed. Here's why I'm finally relaxed. We have officially checked into the Bahamas. We have made many new friends in a day. Ina will be making breakfast this morning, I believe. She's gonna be making Bahamian French toast, where you take Bahamian bread and then you make French toast after it. Yeah, Green Turtle Cay is not half bad, I think. Not half bad at all.
To get a better sense of the area, I flew the drone up high, and wow, how different this place can be when seen above sea level. Having a drone is not just for fun. I also like to use it to get my bearings on the area. And it's a good thing to keep on board. But it's also a lot of fun. Next, I made sure to get some shots of my new friends Ina and Kasuru's sailboat, Papillon, a vintage 41-foot Dickerson ketch. It looked absolutely gorgeous in the morning sun, surrounded by clear water and the town of Green Turtle Cay. Sailboats like this really are a thing of beauty.
only are they making us breakfast, but they are also picking my non-dinghy motor butt up. Good morning, how you doing, buddy?
She's temperamental.
But she's faster than me rowing.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We've got coconut French toast. Watch this magic happen right here.
Like the bird. Oh, wow.
Whipped cream. Go for it. Yeah.
We call it
And it's not sweetened or anything. I don't put anything in it. Because there's plenty of sweet. Picked these pecans myself and I...
Hey, what?
Yeah, pecans from North Carolina, and then I cooked them with organic maple syrup, so they're candied maple syrup.
How amazing is this? Honestly, my new favorite breakfast. We enjoyed this breakfast together, then Kasuru and I took off to check out the town and help top off my fresh water on board my sailboat. Water in the Bahamas can be expensive.
So today I'm going out with Simon to refill my jerry jugs for free. Pretty happy about that, free water. And yeah, Simon's been an absolute champ, helped me out. So with Simon's help, I got all the water filled up. It was not easy, but we got them onto here. Now it's back to there. Getting the water done. It was about 40, just under 40 gallons is what it took to fill it up.
Later in the day, Kasuru let me borrow the go-kart all by myself.
We're going, we're golden. Thanks, man. Yeah, so that's cool. I got my own wheels. And I don't even have to remember which side of the road to drive on because there's only one side here. I think that's pretty fun. This is how you get around Green Turtle Cay. All right, this little place I went to had a limited menu. First two options are like, no, we don't have that. I was like, what do you have? Cheeseburger? I'll have a cheeseburger. Yeah. Watch the ocean for a bit, head back up to my friend's place, hang out in a house for a little while. This is nice. I'm happy. Got a little bit done. We get a little more done maybe online or just hang out. It was a good life. We are now gonna end the day with dinner at Sundowners. Look at that smile. Look at her. Look at her smiling. Let's have some fun.
It smells like chocolate.
Ooh. This is the Surfer Brew.
So good.
Maru obviously likes her coffee. A lot.
Good morning, good morning.
We spent most of the day relaxing, and then prepared to go out for some fun that night. Kasuru was part of the band playing that night, and is quite talented on several instruments.
We needed a lift this morning. Tried to talk to the ferry captain, but he wasn't around. And then Lincoln, our savior, said, I'll give you a ride to the boat. We are on the boat and sailing away. There is Green Turtle Cay there in the distance, and I mean right back there. One of those houses is where we were just staying last night. Got a beautiful night's sleep. I mean, this is the stuff. This is the stuff of dreams. How are you doing this morning, Maru?
I'm doing great.
Let's take a look at the sails. Ooh, they're big. They're pretty happy. So yeah, so today we're heading off to Marsh Harbor. Our mission for in there is getting at Maxwell's, the big grocery store, getting groceries. And then we also want to get some internet while we're there, getting a live hotspot. A live is just like Verizon or AT&T. So we just went through the western part of Whale Key Cut. We're about to go back the eastern side to get towards Marsh Harbor. It's a pretty big swell out here, but it's very large sets, so it's very comfortable. But it's surprising to see this direction. There's been no wind out of here, but I think when the current runs through here, it runs very, very strong.
Whale Key Cut can be savage in the wrong weather with the wrong tide, but today it was smooth sailing.
All right, so we're just now sailing into Marsh Harbor. We're gonna start to see what the place looks like. Gotta dodge a few yachts here. Unfortunately, we're starting to see the aftermath of Dorian here. One sailboat there, looks like a steel boat. Whole front end is all bent around, and it's pretty sad.
In 2019, Hurricane Dorian hit here and lingered over for several days. The single worst natural disaster for this whole area.
But on the plus side, I am seeing a few other sailboats in here, which is really good. You know, the year after Dorian, it would have been a lot worse, but things are definitely starting to come back, but there's still signs of a lot of damage, a lot of places, unfortunately. I anchored us as close as I could to a spot called Union Jack's Pier. It's a public wharf, public pier. I'm anxious to check out the town and see what's what, and what we can get here, what we can't. All right, so we just made it back. I was able to get my live hotspot pretty easily. We just got all of our groceries. So yeah, we're gonna put this away and finally relax a little bit today.
Why are you doing this?
Sometimes I'm just so mean to Maruzia, I make her cry.
He's mean, actually.
Super mean. She just cries about it and just cries all night. Like a little girl crying, wiping her tears. And she says things to me I don't understand.
Of course you don't get it.
So how are those onions
Vas a
going?
seguir.
Still
Vas a
nothing.
seguir.
To all my bilingual viewers, I hope you're getting a kick out of this. And to the rest of my English-only viewers, yup.
Yup.
The sunset that night was incredibly beautiful, though a somber reminder to me. I watched it set directly on the wrecked sailboat at the entrance of the harbor, and that struck a particular chord in me, having very nearly lost my own sailboat in a storm that was just a fraction of what Hurricane Dorian produced. It reminded me that these good times and fair winds are only temporary, that if a bad storm finds me unprepared again, then the sun may set on my dream of sailing as well. But the next morning, and on a brighter note, I watched that same sun rise again, this time over the rebuilding harbor. Seeing the one sunk sailboat with the other ready to steam ahead right next to it seemed like it had a poetic meaning to it. That, though Marsh Harbor was decimated by the storm, it is rebuilding and will soon return to its former glory. Thanks for seeing this adventure through to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something, or were inspired to choose your own lifestyle of adventure. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe button to see more videos like this and help support my channel. I post new videos as often as my chaotic lifestyle allows, but if you'd like to see more content now, check out my Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and website for everything else, or if you're interested in joining my crew aboard Adventure Board. See you on the next adventure.